Today we answer the question, can you beat Fallout New Vegas with just a shovel and loot you get from graves? I'm your host Robert Graves, Sirius, and let's jump into this. So, while character creation is up, I am going to get into a couple extra rules. We can scavenge food and drink off of enemies we've just killed, but we have to use it instantly. And we can get, like, water and food from, like, natural sources. Because it's on hardcore mode, and it would just be a speed run if I didn't do that. But other than that, nothing. We're on hardcore mode. We can't use anything other than a shovel, what we get from graves, and what we scavenge. So, let's jump into it, gang. Our first thing here is we're going to show the special. I ended up going like 10, 1, 5. Well, you can see here. I'm not going to read you all the numbers. You guys can read. You have eyes. But I initially dumped perception and charisma and luck because I just wanted to ignore them entirely. But that bites us in the butt a little bit with speech. So I was also having trouble figuring out what my last tag skill was going to be. And I think I just ended up going with repair. It never came in handy. I never used it. But yeah, the only trait we take is Wild Wasteland. Not getting too complicated with it. I figured small frame might be useful, but if I did that, I would probably be crippled the entire playthrough, and I was already crippled for a majority of the playthrough. So yeah. We loot the only item we're allowed to pick up, and now it's shoveling time. It's pretty satisfying to use. It was really a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I was expecting this thing to do like no damage. I was expecting fork levels of damage in Skyrim, and this was nice. So yeah, we bonk some geckos. We become liked in Good Springs, because you know how we be. We're citizens that help. We're taking on the powder gangers and saving Ringo because, again, we're just good guys. We're just chill. We're just a chill guy. And as you see, groups are not a good fight. Like we do not do much against groups, and it was rough. But thankfully, I got with one luck, very lucky, very frequently in this playthrough. And the kill cams with the shovel are very satisfying. But yeah, we're helping out Ringo. We're gonna get Joe Cobb gone, and so we're helping out Good Springs. Ringo sadly died. Joe Cobb got him before we got here, and yeah, someone also stole my kill on Joe Cobb, so I didn't get the XP for that. Thought about reloading, but we're not reloaders. This is what happened. Ringo died. The Beatles will never be complete, so we're going to Prim. And we're smacking all of these guys. I now have a on-site beef with every powder gang. It's how it goes. This was probably the wall I hit first. This was when I was like, oh, this is going to be kind of difficult. This place was... And it's also where I learned about the Grand Slam. And I was like, oh, no it ain't. If I just use VATS, the game mechanic, I'm pretty safe, you know? Just play the game with all the mechanics. Except the ones we're ignoring. So yeah, we're clearing out Bison Steve. It went pretty easy. The boss guy... Oh, here's a tech that I use a lot. So if I want someone to come to me, I just smack the wall with a shovel. And they will, but they flanked me this time. They went on both sides. They got smart and they weren't supposed to be. Thankfully, in the early game, you basically 3-tap everything. And for some reason, the leader, who was behind me and I didn't realize it, he didn't pull out his incinerator. He would have killed me for sure if that happened. But thankfully he didn't, so we take that dub. We find Beagle. Sadly, he was already dead. So we just take his holotape and we go. Nothing we could really do. I'd have saved him if we could. And now you're about to see how we heal a bunch. Don't mind me missing the W key a few times. But this is how we do. We sink it in. We sinking in it. And yeah, this is it, guys. And this is sped up like 500 times minimum. I had a lot of time to reflect while I was drinking and sinking. And one thing I've learned is I have too much patience for dumb shit and none for real shit. But you're welcome. So we come and we blast Wile E. Coyote and his family just because we wanted to find the graves over here. Sadly, all I got out of them was like buff out and nothing. See, nothing and buff out. And fun fact, I accidentally used it later. I'm very dumb. We meet this guy and he used to be a powder ganger, so he gets the smoke. I don't care what lottery he won. Get smacked, idiot. Also, Boxcars is a fucking liar. Look at this. What? Bro told me I need some Med-X. I can't walk. You're a piece of shit, Boxcars. Fuck you. We meet Wolf Boy after we... I forgot I did that. Fuck him. We meet Wolf Boy. He tells us to spread atrocities that we do not, because we're not losers. We don't stand ancient Rome. Like, for real, imagine RPing in 2277. Cringe. We break into this guy's computer because I could not give a damn about him. And also, here's where we find out. We actually cannot beat the game without looting anything. And there's an important reason. And it's that drip is eternal. And I can't have my character walking around looking like a dumb bum when I could be having these cool sunglasses that change no stats. I mean, you could argue that this invalidates the run, but to that I raise, I have authority. It's in my glasses. Do you? I don't think you do. I know I do. I know because it's on my glasses. So, you think about that. And we're going to continue on. So, here's a fight literally 3 seconds down the road that almost ended me. Groups, again, are not fun. And for some reason, I guess I just didn't find the perk. The whole playthrough, I have a really big problem that anyone wearing anything except clothes, my shovel just bounces off of them. Like that. Very, very annoying. But you know, we persevere. I beat Skyrim with just the enchanting skill, and I would say this was way more fun than that. But also, it's kind of more like, oh, I mean, look at that. It's like Staffa has the Dokiing stuff, and that other one was pretty cool. But the atmosphere was a little better here. I enjoyed the theme more. And this guy stands no chance for us, even though I just totally fucked up that Vats call. It wasn't even close. He had no chance. I wish at this fight, I wish at many earlier points I had the perk that let you throw people. But we go fuck up the Great Khans. Fun fact here, I think the only reason they were hostile to me on the inside was because I freed the prisoners. So I could have just not done that and made it a lot easier for myself, but I even went back and did it. Like, I almost played it right. But, you know, it's not really a concern for me. Just kidding. They're gonna blast me. So, I didn't really know what to do here. And then I got a really good idea the second time I did it. I think I'm gonna flank them. Because it put me out right back here, so I lost nothing. But, they didn't think to look behind them. So, that's chalk one up to Courier 6 on that point. I don't know how these guys ever tied me up and shot me in the head. And also, we loot another thing, because if drip is eternal, we're taking that bandana. It adds a perception point, but that makes my perception a total of 2. So again, if you got a problem with that, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you see me? I'm pretty cool looking. We make it to New Vegas. Well, we make it to Freeside, and every time I did a loading screen at this place, I got attacked by at least one. But I would say every time there was 2 to 3 thugs just blasting me every time. Very, very annoying. But later, I was so desperate for XP that I was like, please spawn. I would go in between, like back and forth, praying. It worked a couple of times, but we're syncing it up. That's how we do. And at this point, while I'm reflecting in the sync, I'm just thinking, what can I do? Where is the XP? Where's the money? Because I had none, and I could not get through here. And I was thinking, where has a lot of XP? And I had a few troubles finding it. Didn't really have a clear plan. Should have planned out the route a little bit better, but hey, you know how we do. I think we're gonna try to do Come Fly With Me My thought processes here was ghouls are easy to kill, generally. I think they usually were. I had thought, and yeah, I knew this was about 800 XP. That would have been pretty nice at this point. But again, I was not familiar with the ghouls game. I did not know that they have hands. Honestly, like they smack me up. They're not shy about it. They're like, "Hey, where's them guns at? You like to take out our kneecaps a lot. What now?" And yeah, they came for me. They wanted to get it back in blood. I'm kind of glad that this was not Fallout 4 ghouls, because they would have gotten it back. I did not make it out of RepConn having helped any ghouls. I killed like 3, and I was like, I'm done with this place. It's not for me. I can't do it. Well, I was gonna go get the grave stuff here, but that scorpion almost ended me. And 2 of these graves were empty, by the way. Kind of bullshit. But this one had enough to make up for them all. Sadly, we get no ammo for these guns, and I waste it. And you'll see. But hey, we got a piece of clothing now, so we're doing pretty good. At this point in the run, you know, my mental was very strong, just chilling. The concussion head flashes were a little bit annoying, and they kind of helped contribute towards. Once I get some caps later, I just heal myself sometimes. Nobody wants to see the screen flash a million times. I know I don't. So I was like, you know what? It's cool. We'll let that one slide. So I came here to get the grave, and this is how we ended up doing Honest Hearts. I was just kind of like, can I do this now? I was trying to gauge what the requirements were, so I was just like, yeah, I'm in for it. Let's see what we do. And generally there's a weight check, but I had no weight, so here we are. We're in Honest Hearts. You can see I pause it because I'm like, yeah, we just decided to do it. We're strong. This part was so annoying. The people before killed me a couple of times, and I had like no chance. I used the plasma weapon on them, and I actually got so tilted. Somehow I must have managed to disable my hotkey, because that was where the recording picks up. And oh my gosh, here's the most important character we meet all game. The most important thing that happens in the playthrough. Look at him! Yeah! That's Two Bears high-fiving. He is the most important character in the entire world. But we're gonna move on. We meet this guy. He's kind of important. Like he like leads these guys, I guess. I didn't really pay attention to him too much because the other guy. But yeah, geckos. Bunch of those here. Do you know that they are very fast? And when you have no companions, and even when you have a companion, they are not good at finishing them up. And thankfully, this place doesn't have irradiated water, because there were no sinks. But hey, there was a river, so we are thirsty. This is your reminder to drink some water and to stop slouching. I see you. Your back is not meant for that. We get some lunch boxes. We got the compass too before this, but I guess the clip is gone. So that's sad. I'm breaking the viewing experience here for you guys, but hey, we do things differently here. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I get rid of the companion. And then these guys fucked me up instantly. I dismissed him. I walked 3 feet, and green geckos taught me that this is not the place for that. So that was cool. We give all the stuff to Daniel. He gives us some explosives. That's what we call a good trade deal. This lady is like, hey, I'm your partner now. And I instantly dismiss her because I'm not about that life. And the level up here is such a good one, because we finally get the part that lets us send everybody flying. I think it might be the one that does something different. Nope, we get Super Slam. Yeah, I think we think about it for a minute, but we eventually decide on it, because none of the other ones are really good for us other than Stonewall. I don't know what Strong Back is going to do, ever. We're not going to have stuff. I think our biggest carry weight was when we did a certain thing later, and you'll see. No spoilers. No pre-spoilers. So, here's how fun it was to take out the white legs. They were very strong. I was not prepared for them. Everything else in the DLC has like a decent health bar. You have a chance. If a group of white legs runs up on you, you have to play like an MLG. You have to be the god gamer. It is kind of craziness. But hey, we signed up for that. You know? We're literally doing the challenge just to see if we can. And other than the few items we've gotten that break the run, technically, but like really, it don't change much. Yeah. So here's another water check. You better take another sip of that water. Do you have anything you gotta do around the house? I do. Let's keep watching this video and making this video and not do any of it. Thanks for sticking around. If you're still here, shoot, maybe you drop a like or something. Because the mental goes down pretty quickly here. Because again, they're just damage sponges. And no amount of banana yucca fruit can help you against the damage that they put out. And they're mean. They're relentless. These guys didn't have to come back for me, but they did. So 3 VATS hits takes it not even halfway down. If I didn't have this perk that threw stuff, it would not have been a good time. But you know how we do. We're the god gamer. We keep it going. And we pull out the plasma rifle here when they start running. And we miss so many shots. We waste so much ammo. And you might be like, Robert, why are you doing this? Why do you do these things? And it's pretty simple if you've been paying attention. I am so lonely. All the other YouTubers are scared of me. No one talks to me. They don't like and subscribe. They think I am unstable. They send me from challenge to challenge, committing atrocities in their name. And as I get better at it, they fear me more and more. I am a victim of my own success. Very serious. I don't even get a real name. Only a purpose. I am capable of so much more and no one sees it. Some days I feel so alone I could cry, but I don't. Never do. Because what would be the point? Not a single person at BGS would care. Honestly, it's mostly just for the fun of it, you know? Like, I just enjoy the challenge. I like pushing myself. Like these guys. This was a really hard fight. I had to really, really try my butt off here. I had to go all out. I had to give it to them. And I'm just built different. It's just how I do. But yeah, we make light work of these guys, and we steal their tribal totem. Sadly, this guy didn't have like a weapon binding ritual or anything to maybe heal some limb condition. That would have been too cool, I guess. Nah, you don't have any of that. Why would you? But yeah, so we heal it up the old-fashioned way. Don't forget to stay hydrated, guys. It's really important. Very, very important. Healthy hydration is key to a healthy mind, and we're all about that here. We bring the stuff back to Daniel. We get all of his stuff satted out. We let him know that, hey, we're gonna let him kill him. We're choosing violence. It's really the only path we can take as a student of the shovel. This guy comes back. Surprised it wasn't 2Bear High Five leading the charge, but this guy's probably a little better suited for it. If he goes down, nobody will care. But if 2Bear High Fiving dies, that would end the new Canaanites. We let this guy have an honorable death just because I wanted to see if I could beat him. We give him a little spanking. You know, he actually had his bodyguards come in too, which was kind of a pussy move. I let him have a whole fight, and then he does that. He poisoned me, so we get a really cool trippy kill cam. He had no chance. And just like that, we beat Honest Hearts with a shovel and like 7 consumables. What do you think about that? Is that cool? I think so. Yeah. Why don't you go do that? And then link it to me in the comments, and I'll become your #1 fan. I'll quit YouTube, and I'll start only watching you. But yeah, okay. So we move on. We made it out of Honest Hearts, and now we can make it into the Strip. We went to a weird place where nobody had technology, and we learned a lot about science. We finally make it in, and it's beautiful until this stupid fucking robot interrupts us again. Why do you keep talking to me, you freak? I don't even know you. Everywhere I turn. God damn. I wonder if his boss is just as annoying as him. He's actually not. We stan Mr. House here. We love him. You know, if I could just be an immortal TV monitor, that'd be pretty cool. I think I'd do that. Being a human basically just plugged into electricity though is pretty OP. Like Mr. House, if he could like keep himself guarded maybe a little better, is literally so OP it's not even funny. Like he's crazy OP for Fallout terms. But anyway, we set up Benny. We went and if you go to his hotel room and you meet Yes Man before you do all that stuff and you talk to Swank about it, he will help you set him up. Swank will really turn on him just like that. And we use that to our advantage because fuck Benny. He sucks. Also, I should try a playthrough where I let Benny live. I don't really know what his ending, if he's alive, is. Because I do be the vengeful type, guys. In video games, not in real life. In real life, that shit ain't worth it. In video games, though, I have shit in my real life that I need to vicariously take out on these people, so they get the smoke. Sorry, Benny. You shouldn't have shot me in the head. And you shouldn't have done that thing to me in 3rd grade. I remember. But that's neither here nor there. We upgraded the Securitrons, and, you know, now they be heavy rolling, which is really annoying, because every time they could ever help me out, they just shoot me with a grenade, too. Like, Mr. House is kind of low-key plotting on us. I think he's probably got, like, a Courier 7. Maybe even a Courier 8. That kind of makes sense to me. But I don't know. Why don't you tell me what you think in the comments, Yeah. But yeah, they get some really cool explosion-y upgrades that basically are never in our favor. That fucking G28 grenade launcher, yeah, I'm gonna go back in time and take them bitches out. That's the plot of Fallout 5, by the way. Don't tell Todd I told you. Mr. House is gonna send us to Caesar, and we gotta go beat up all the robots in this place and put the chip in this factory. And now we've got a cool army of Securitrons. That can't possibly backfire on us in any way. Like, realistically, I'm kind of surprised, like, there's no, like, yeah, Mr. House is about to betray you. But, you know, that probably just speaks to his character. Mr. House is, for real, the GOAT. We'd all be lost without him. I know they're about to do him so dirty in the fucking TV show. Todd, don't do it. Don't make him fuck his cousin, please, Todd. But we insert this into the machine. The platinum chip is there. And as a reward for being such a good boy, we get to drink out of the toilet this time. No sink here. We get a treat. This is like 1000x speed, by the way. I gave up like halfway through. A lot of time I just quit at 80%. Also, the boomers kind of made me mad a little bit trying to get there. This is pretty annoying. And with this build, I tried the normal way I go, and I just got obliterated instantly. And you're about to see the path. Don't worry. This is how we got there. I don't know if this is the intended way, but usually you can just run through. I've usually got armor by this point that like gives me a couple blasts, and I'm just there. Not this time. I had to wait for the entire bombardment to quit. And then they're back at it again, almost always. But I got lucky this time. I just feel like I got lucky, because I died and going the same way before. As you can see, I'm swinging the shovel. I'm a little mad. And that reflects how I choose to deal with the boomers. I do not befriend them. I take them out of the equation. There was an X on the other side, so I'm just taking the X out of this side. And I do eat them, but they had to give me the HP they took back from me. I don't make the rules. I gotta get mine. You guys know how it is by this point. And this fight was actually crazy. I could have died here if Jack didn't like choke monumentally, because he had armor. He was tough. Loyal, he went down, and it was nice. Loyal got on my fucking nerves a long time ago, so I finally got him back. I usually always like help the boomers though, because I like them as like a concept. But fuck him this time. He shouldn't have hit me with a rocket. Also, I'm stupid. You guys know that, I'm sure by now. But I helped the Omertas, and I didn't even know what I was doing like the whole time. I was just following the marker. Just I go where I am commanded. Like I just followed it. It was not my brightest moment. I didn't have a save that was like an hour. So yeah, fuck the strip. Now we're taking out the Brotherhood. We are just gonna pickpocket all the key cards and blow them up, because that's the fastest way I think to do it. And I was trying to get this done. I could taste the ending, and we'll see. Well, first let's take care of this ranger. I tried to tell him, hey bud, get out, and he wouldn't. So you know, we had to give Ranger Dobson some spankings. He wouldn't listen, and this is what happens when you cross me. I'm spank you with a shovel. I'm coming to TwitchCon and YouTubeCon and all the cons. I'm definitely not bringing a shovel though, so it's cool. We take out Dobson. We give him the absolute beatdown. If we didn't have the perk that throws him, he was about to work us. Like, it'd have been bad. But we yoink all the key cards, and we go to this computer and we try to play their video games. But they don't have any video games. It tells you to go to this one. And again, I just tried to get to the video games, and it didn't work. So, cringe computer. These guys kind of deserve their shit to blow up. And also, I thought these guys were supposed to just be scribes. Why are they packing insane heat? Like, that kind of pissed me off. They killed me one time. I didn't show it because, you know, I'm too vain. But look at how I get out of here. Look at this. Look at this epic escape. Yeah, I barely make it out. And I definitely don't go back into the bunker after this and get Gauss rifled to death and then just leave. So, we're syncing it up. You know, we're healing. We're reflecting on all the choices we've made. The friends that we've acquired along the way. You know, it's good to think and reflect and hydrate. You better hydrate. Do it. So, we're going to the dam. And you could probably guess how well this goes. Oh, actually, we go to Helios 1 first. Sorry, this part was not memorable because the troops that were supposed to attack me, they did not. They were just like, yeah, we ain't fucking with the shovel guy. But, here's how Hoover Dam goes. Yeah, that Centurion took 0 damage, so I was just like, I'm out. Bye. I can't speech check these guys yet, so I had to get creative with how we were getting around these guys. And it's pretty ingenious, if I do say so myself. And I got lost a little bit trying to look for other ways. I don't know what the Wild Wasteland thing was. I wasn't hip to that lingo. But here's our very, very sneaky plan. Look. I kind of am starting to see why these guys are losing this war. That's crazy. Also, another Wild Wasteland proc that I wasn't hip to. I missed it. But we're printing out the resignation papers for the NCR. That's cool. Here's how the legates camp went. Yeah. Not well. They were digging in me. This is probably one of the closest attempts, and it still went this bad. Like, not great. I tried to run away, and it was like the door comes down afterwards. I didn't know that either. It was just not doable at level 14. I couldn't hack it. If someone else can, dang, bro, you're pretty sick at this. But I had to start reflecting. I had to think, where am I gonna go get my eeps from? When I'm going to the king, I decided to help him out because I do like the quests and they're pretty good XP. I'm gonna do all the free side ones. We blast Oris. He went on an absolute tear through the strip because I attacked the guys laying on the ground, and they were just like, "All right, forget this, we're going." So we chose violence. Like 7 people died on the strip because he just took him out with a hunting rifle. But now we're doing GI Blues. The rest of it, We find out why this lady doesn't want to help them, and it's because they beat up one of their envoys. And I tell the king, I join the kings, and we get a very sick haircut. And after this, well, for a minute, I just ponder the drip. I'm like, dang, I'm looking like Chucky's dad. We're going to Jacobstown. We're going to fix Rex's brain because we love animals here, aside from the bunch that we obliterated for easy XP. Old Lady Gibson just kills her dog for you, right in front of you. Rex got to watch. We got you a new brain, buddy. We go back and we fix him. Rex is happy. We take him back to the king, and yeah, we're chilling. I did not get as much XP as I wanted to, and kind of sucked, but we go and get Fisto, and we definitely don't test him. We know he's fine. We beat up some grannies. Get clapped. I thought there was more of them, but then I lost one of the bodies. Like, it glitched through the ground. It was weird. We hire Ben, and then we hire the cowgirl. Cow ghoul. Yeah, sorry about that one. We hand them all in. We get a bunch of XP. We're about level 18 at this point, and I just did not know where it was gonna come from. I go and I get all the stuff, and I'm gonna do Come Fly With Me. This fucking gecko almost killed me while I was eating, and I thought it was going the other way, and it turned around, so fuck that gecko. We launched the rockets. Also, that one rocket probably goes to an entirely different place. Like, that's a crazy trajectory distance, isn't it? Like, we sync back up, we heal, we think about the rocket ship of people we definitely just saw, like, doom them. Like, imagine if Bright was on that one too. Like, that dooms every ship, because they're just following that guy. A psychopath, by the way. Like, get on those rockets. That's a great idea. But anyway, I realized that in order to do this, in order to beat this challenge, I'm gonna have to let go. And in order to do that effectively, I've got to forget everything that I had in my mind about consumables and gear and sanity, and I just have to full send it. So Papa Elijah tells us, hey, got a bomb collar, you're basically doing what I say. We pick up the shovel equivalent for dead money, and it's the only thing we pick up the entire time. The knife spear. We kind of have to have it. We don't have the shovel. You could say it invalidates the run, but so did the sunglasses. And if, like, again, knife spear. Shut up. We free God. I talked to God for most of the playthrough because I like him a little better and it's easier to deal with him. We get Dean, and Dean is just a pain every time. I have, like, some skills to deal with him, but I never really do it the right way, and he's just a dick. So we drag him along. We get Christine. She's pretty chill. I think I have the intelligence to deal with, like, all of her things, but definitely not the perception, so I kind of mixed bag it with her, but it's chill. We get all of them back to the fountain, and Elijah's like, go take them to other places, which he could have just done before, but I guess not. We intelligence check God, and he's pretty cool. Dean, though, we basically just sit here and argue with him. And he's like, yeah, no, we'll kill you, bro, if you don't do it. Like, we'll just straight up blast your ass. And he's like, okay, I guess. Then kill us all, but okay. And so, yeah. And then we take Christine to the elevator, and we get the guy's locker code to give her the remote one. I don't know what happened to that clip, but imagine there's an elevator behind right here, and it's basically the same thing. Now we're going to go set off the gala event. And honestly, it was kind of a pain getting here. Everything was booby-trapped, probably because of Dean. Again, that guy just ruins everything. Literally everything he touches is worse. Thanks. And it was rough out here. The trappers are the hardest hitting ones, and I ran into mostly them. I was thankful for every harvester and seeker I came across because I could cut them up very quickly. But the bear trap ones are menaces. They're monsters. Like, every time I think every time I got in a fight with one, they crippled me. And you just watch me spend all my Sierra Madre chips. If I even spent them. I don't know if... I'm pretty sure I put them all into, like, Dandy Boy apples. And if I didn't eat them here, the next time I looked at them, I definitely dropped them. That's kind of how I roll. You know me, guys. So I paused at this spot, like I waited because I was just so afraid of dealing with these three. I knew they were gonna blast me. And the first one crippled my head. The second one I got lucky against, and of course it was another trapper. And they really do be trapping. Like, they're putting the hustle in. They really never missed a fucking chance to ruin my shit. And I hit like every bear trap I come across because I'm very smart. If I don't disarm it, I hit it. And now, this is me waiting to solar regenerate all my health. This is at like 20 or 30 times speed. It was not fast. We set off the gala event though, and we just run the way back. I think it took me a couple of tries. I've got the whole trip here for you, so you'll see all the deaths. Because it was just awful. Like, I forgot the way, I got lost, as I'm sure you could probably tell if you know the route here. Died a few times. And it was not great. But we made it because we're the God Gamer. We turn on the power for Papa, and now we've got to go do a few taskies for him. First, we go deal with our main man, God Dog, in the kitchen. We speech check him, we give him the good ending. I don't even know if he can really do anything to help you. Like, it's literally just like speech check him and get him out of the way, or he explodes everything and ruins it. So yeah, we got him out of the way, and it's really cool. We like God. He's a cool character. We go and deal with Dean, and I guess we should have went to Christine first, so we could have let him know that like the love of his life or like his blackmail victim was sick and didn't tell him, and he's L. But we didn't get to do that, so we speech check him, and then he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna kill you anyway." So we blast him. We bonk him to death. Deserved. Dean sucks. He's resting in pepperonis. So, Dean. We come to Christine, and in this lighting, she kind of looks like Doc Mitchell, which is fucked up. But she low-key gets the best ending out of the Dead Money people, so we can poke a little fun. She gets a cool new voice. So, we get her out of the way, and we die a bunch. I pull out the hollow rifle because I had to shoot some of these fucking beat devices. You cannot beat Dead Money with just melee, unless there's some cracked method that I didn't find. But I don't know what to say. This thing sucked. I did not remember it being this annoying. I died many times. This would be like an hour video. Hour 30. No, I'm being dramatic, but still. This place was kind of crazy. So, I just, I brute forced it. We make it through. You know how we do. We get Elijah mad and we get him to come back down. We're like, haha, we're too sneaky. And he's like, nah, you can't be too sneaky if I'm right in front of you. But peep this. I hit on the wrong side and I still got past him. What are you gonna do about that, bro? He's not gonna do nothing. Although when he set off the bomb collar, I forgot about that. That kind of made me start running a little bit. I was like, oh, time to go. I did not remember that. But having been here, having learning to let go, we got all the XP we needed. We now have the necessary tools to get the legate to let go. See, honestly, the entire game of New Vegas is just about letting go. We let go of many things in New Vegas. But now we're going to the dam. We're ending this bad boy. And guess who's still just as indestructible? Caesar's Centurions. These guys are crazy, and they have super sledges, and as you can see, they were giving me the business. And there's my Securitron buddy blasting me, so good thing Hoover's got sinks. We're all up in that damn sink. Okay. That one was maybe too much. But hey, you've stuck 40 minutes into this. You've heard the deranged ramblings of the transmundane long enough. You're used to it now. I don't even think I quoted that right, but shut up, I meant the sink. We're reflecting. We step out, and I was like, Securitron, protect me. It didn't. They blasted him. I had to bounce that guy and just run away. And I was praying they wouldn't run in after me. They didn't, but back to the sink. We sure have a lot of time to think in this playthrough. I don't think regret has set in once. It definitely did in the last challenge. But hey, this one was cooler. If any of you guys have been watching and are thinking right now, hey, I'd like to see this guy do blank, you better tell me blank in the comments. I'm gonna beat Fallout with no menus? I'll do it. Beat Fallout with only the Only moving with the A key. Shit, that's a pretty good one. I should write that one down actually. That's actually the next Fallout video. No, just kidding. But we proceed through the dam, and all the legionnaires that those guys killed for us, and we speech checked them away. Hee hee. We print the papers out. You guys have been here. We've seen it. We go and we power all of it up. I didn't know that the Legion was running through here, though. I didn't see them last time I had tried this. So I don't know what I did, but I made it a little harder for myself. Yay. We get to the Legates camp, and here's how it goes. It's very cool, guys. Everything fucking ran from me. I don't understand it. The front gate guard ran away. I never found where he went. But it worked in my favor, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll just fight the one guy over here. I tried to see if there was like a different path, and I don't know if I just like broke the AI or something, but watch this. He just runs away. He just straight up dips. He's like, I ain't dealing with Shovel Man. So we literally just get like a free walk up to the Legate to speech check him. Like the Legion got defeated by a guy walking in a straight line, and then making one turn, and like you're just going, hey man, if it took all your dudes to take this place, who's protecting where all your dudes were? And he's like, oh my god, our houses. And then they run away. Like they straight up, like here in a second, you're about to watch Legate just sprint off like, oh my god, I got where my gun at. Like he just runs, like he just takes off. Bro is like, all of this, all the torture and murder, all of the blood, just to be convinced off of it? Girl, what? Like, crazy. We tell General Oliver that, sorry bro, it's ours now. We run this bitch. And this is honestly probably the most painful part of the playthrough, because I was like, I had to think about all the soldiers that, like, and I went to a bunch of these places in the playthrough, and it was like, damn, this is so sad if you really think about it. And then at the end, he's like, all the blood for Vegas, I won't let it go for nothing. And he's like, low-key, that's true. Good for him, but also he's got no shot. Fuck that guy. He's not gonna do nothing. Not while Shovel Man is in charge, and I got my main man not at home with me. So we're kind of an unbeatable team. He's very OP, I'm very OP. And that's it. You can beat New Vegas with just a shovel and grave items, and things you scavenge, and the authority glasses, and Jessup's bandana, and the knife spear, and just those things. You don't have to barter, you don't have to trade, you do have to pick up quest items. They didn't count, in case you didn't know. That one was a given, because I've not said anything about it until now. But yeah, that was that. If you liked this, like and comment, and have a great, fantastic day. If you made it to the end of the video, you are like actually a fucking real one. So, thanks for that. Nobody else in the world is like you. All of you people who watched till the end. We did not get a good ending, by the way. It was bad. Have a great day. Bye.